ever who throws buses at people, apparently, and doesn't check if there's passengers inside first.
I knew the answer to this question before I even looked at the answer.
I can't believe you're so competitive on who knows more.
I want you to know. At what time had the clock stopped when Rick Grimes awakes from his coma in the Walking Dead premiere?
Okay, hang on one second. I'm going to unplug the mic so that way everyone can hear you and me, okay? So that way I don't sound stupid. Okay, right now you're hearing from the camera because we're playing the Walking Dead trivia game while I'm playing this game, while I'm waiting for someone that wants to argue about something that has nothing to do with this game. Alright, now that it's not confusing anymore, let's get started. Baby.
At what time had the clock stopped when Rick Grimes awakes from his coma in the Walking Dead premiere? A, noon, B, 2:17, C, 6:13.
I don't know if I'll get this right or not because I really didn't care about what time it was, but I'm going to go with 2, whatever it said after.
That's correct.
Okay. I can't believe my answer was 2, whatever it said afterward.
2:17.
After that. Yeah, I still got it right.
I looked at the clock when he looked at the clock.
Still got it right. You should totally sit closer to be in the camera now.
In The Walking Dead, which character does the governor ask for in exchange for allowing Rick to live in peace?
Are you kidding? I wonder who that could be. It's definitely not Michonne.
Shut up. What does Bob use to kill the new zombified gas station owner in season 4?
I'll repeat it.
What does Bob use to kill the new zombified gas station owner in season 4? Screwdriver, knife, or wrench?
Screwdriver.
Asshole.
Okay, do you get how this? What the hell is going on with my controller here? Alright, that's it. I'm switching controllers. There's something wrong with this one. It's like, oh, it's either sticking or, yeah, it's like sticking or something. I gotta switch controllers because I don't know. It could be I'm pointing at it. I don't freaking know. But this one's almost dead anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
We don't need these cards of pictures of them on the movie.
No, we're not playing the actual game. The only thing we're playing is asking me questions, which you have to figure out because you also, when you took that out, want to prove that you're smarter and know everything about the Walking Dead. You can't exactly say after you're asking the questions, well, I answer.
Well, I'll let you
we have to share it, but when I ask the questions, you have to know at least enough about this game to cover from me while asking the questions. Because this game has to continue on, otherwise on air it's really dumb.
In episode 3, season 4, what does Herschel plan to give the infected survivors to help them? Poison ivy, elderberry tea, homemade penicillin.
Homemade penicillin?
No.
I guess because I'm looking.
On the run.
I kind of guess because
elderberry tea. That made them stay alive until they were able to get medication.
I just kind of guessed that was someone put a TV remote to turn the game down.
It's here. Like, it's like right in front of your face.
So sorry. So mean. Stop it. Look at that. That person's superhero costume is candy corn. Who would want to fight crime as candy corn? Guess what candy corn can do? Nothing. All he can do is take it. That's basically it.
In The Walking Dead, the governor orders Merle to put Maggie and Glenn into which pit? The fighting pit, the bleeding pit, the screamer pit.
Screamer. No. Fighter.
There's no fighters.
I kind of panicked.
It's screamer.
I got it right the first time, but for some reason...
Because the governor called them fighters. That's why.
Yeah. So that clicked in my head, and I haven't slept a lot, and I I was like, fuck it, I don't want to be wrong. Switch it. That just happened in my head.
In the 14th episode of season waiting for Harold to flush water. I spy. Simon says 20 seconds.
I spy.
Yeah, no, his spy is free.
Because that's all there is. God, I hate this take it out superhero. Look at him. Gotta be other than Candy Corn. Well, Candy Corn looks better than that guy. Look at that. Isn't he like the gayest superhero looking guy ever? Well, the kid version, the actual kid in the costume actually looks better than that. I just like to make fun of it. Make fun of the game I like to play while we talk about Walking Dead.
Who says in season 2 of The Walking Dead, I was a fool, Rick, there is no hope. Beth, Herschel, or Shane?
Herschel.
True or false? Glenn is the first of the group to meet Rick Grimes in Atlanta.
Okay, repeat.
This is too easy.
I bet it is.
Glenn is the first of the group to meet Rick Grimes in Atlanta.
False. No, I'm kidding. Of course, that's too easy. The only things.
Hey, dumbass! How you doing in the tank?
Yeah, exactly. The only things I can see myself getting wrong on this is the very specific details, like
Comfy in that tank?
like other than what time it was when Rick woke up, like other very small details no one will ever notice is probably the ones that I actually get wrong. That I can admit.
What survival skill does Rick teach Carl in the woods in the final episode of season 4? Setting a snare, building a fire, erecting a shelter.
Erecting a shelter.
No.
Building a fire. No. I already knew it was wrong, so I just said no for myself. It's
to catch animals. Setting a snare to catch.
Oh, God. I'm so used to whenever it comes to
shoot them like Daryl can.
Oh, whenever it comes to animals and hunting, I'm either used to the first season, right before Amy dies when they're fishing, or Daryl doing all the work.
That reminds me. When I was watching a freaking interview over, they said that freaking Daryl would be the first to die if it was a real zombie apocalypse because he can't fish.
Wow.
Because he doesn't know how to fish.
Just because you don't know how to fish.
So he
Well,
died.
then obviously I'm screwed. I don't know how to hunt or fish. I can probably. Yeah. It's by trial and error. Well, if people at Terminus can figure out a way, I'm sure I can too.
Who is the leader of the prisoners that survived in The Walking Dead Season 3? Thomas, Otis, or Axel?
I'm trying to remember the question.
Who is the leader of the prisoners that survived in The Walking Dead Season 3? When they got to the prison. Thomas, Otis, or Axel?
Otis. No.
Otis shot Carl.
Yeah.
And then Shane killed him.
Well, it's hard to say exactly who the leader was, because I had a feeling I knew who the leader was, but his name was not in it.
Yeah, it is. The one that tried killing Rick.
Oh, I think I mixed his name up with something else.
Rick was shot in the head.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I think I just misplaced the name. Well, they called him something else, though. They must have changed, because that goes by comic and show. So I'm wondering if
Maybe that's
it was Tomas. That's why I didn't know. Like, I've done some studies on the comics, and I've watched the show enough times that it's probably an addiction by now. But frickin' don't know it all yet.
In season 4, what is painted on the back windshield of the car that Beth is kidnapped in? Wings, cross, or skull?
I'll do you one better. It was a big white skull from, or not skull. It shows a white skull. It looked a lot better, but it was a big white cross from a hospital in Atlanta.
Georgia.
Yep.
And the hospital was called Grady Memorial.
And ask what the.
I know, but
Okay.
I'm just saying.
No, that's actually pretty good, unless you just read it.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
They
then
don't
that's
have that
actually
here.
pretty good. Like for me, anyone could just say it was a freaking white cross, but how many people are gonna it's the people that really know that wants to actually
Yeah. Oh, this one's an easy one. In season 3 of The Walking Dead, which character is surprised to receive a phone call inside the prison?
Which one is surprised to receive a phone call?
Yeah, in the prison.
Well, my first instinct wants to say Rick, but he was also hallucinating and a little crazy, and the only other person that knew about the phone call was Herschel.
Yeah, the person never answered the phone, only Rick did.
Oh, I didn't hear the answer. But
No,
it's something to think about.
The answer is on here, but
Yeah,
he's
that's
the one
right.
that received the phone call, Robert. And it was he was hallucinating because Lori just died.
Well, yeah, he was hallucinating everyone that died
I know.
on that phone call, which I liked, so it wasn't just all about Lori. They actually brought Amy and this and that. I have no idea if it was actually her voice or not, but still.
In The Walking Dead, what word do the governor's people use for walkers?
Fighters. If some don't judge me exactly for everything, because also remember I've been up since 4 in the morning.
True or false? Cesar Martinez is shown wearing a baseball jersey bearing the number 23. True or false?
A jersey bearing number 23. On who?
Cesar Martinez. He was working for the government.
True.
You guessed that one.
No, I didn't. It was on the season after they stopped the governor's ruling over Woodbury when he ran into him again.
The character Rick Grimes is from Greene County, Georgia. True or false?
False.
Yeah, he was from Greene County. And it doesn't say that on here either. I just know that.
You're the one with all the question cards. I'm sitting here playing, multitasking, and I can't say overtired because my medicine's still keeping me awake. Still, I'm not really in the right mind, which isn't always a bad thing.
Made to Suffer is
I don't like it.
an episode one of The Walking Dead. True or false? What does Herschel suspect brought the disease to the prison in season 4? Jones' horse, Bob, or Rick's tail?
Dr. Shit.
How does Rick kill Joe in the finale of season 4? Breaks his neck, bites him in the jugular, stabs him. Jugular was that?
That must have been Connor. Oh my god.
No.
I think I'm picturing a completely
Joe.
different scenario.
Daryl ran into his game.
Yeah. No, I know. I just sounded like a complete idiot. I had in my mind Shane and that kid. When he broke his neck. For some reason, that was the scenarios you were reading that popped in my head, and that's what I thought you were asking.
Season 3 of The Walking Dead, which character sacrifices his life to save Carol? Rick, Dog, or Max?
T-Dog. That was a sad moment, and I was really pissed that because Lori died, no one but Glenn really recognized T-Dog's demise for what he did. Not even Carol.
What is Glenn's punishment for lying about Daryl's thievery? He is murdered, he is exiled, he is fed to walkers. What is Glenn's punishment for lying about Daryl's thievery? When he was at biker gang and he stole Daryl, and he didn't, or whatever.
What are the options?
He's murdered, he's exiled, he's fed to walkers.
Murdered. They beat him to death.
No.
That's their punishment, which, like, it sounds like the saviors, but it also doesn't make sense, because if you lie or you're dishonest once, like, at least, you know, Negan will burn your face or cut off a finger, not just be. You won't be to death because you lied about something really stupid because you wanted a big fight with someone.
Yeah.
You know, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, he does things to people. No, freaking. He'll kill you if it's something really, really bad, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like rape or something.
Yeah, rape, he'll kill an SOB if that's anything to do. He's against that completely.
True or false? Daryl and Glenn see that Randall died of a broken neck and realize that the dead can reanimate without exposure to the walkers.
False.
No. True.
Man, does it say Rick?
No.
Oh, it just says the
Daryl
group? Oh,
and Glenn.
Daryl's and Glenn. God damn it.
See that Randall died of a broken neck. Randall is the one that Shane killed.
I know who Randall was, but for some reason I thought you said Rick. And that's why I said false, because he knew that from the CDC, he just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I just like disappointed myself right now because this whole thing, even though it's not really it's more the game until something happens, but still, it originated from my idea, and I'm sucking at it really bad. Makes me look like, well, I don't know really, but it's not good. Say that much. You ready for you to be questions? If you want, you can see a couple of tags and how to get what multitasking is. Destroy. Or, if you do get sick of the game, if I do want to question on some of those cards, but on that, if you do get sick of the game, we can't talk about, like, we can actually fade ourselves. Either have a spoiler of what's happening recently now, or, like, just in the past, between bad guys, good guys, what we agreed with, what we disagreed with. Do you need to see any of this to know how it worked it? Do you see any of this to know how to work it while I'm asking questions? Not really hard. So attack, hit Y again, even if you miss, you still hurt him. And this guy's out. You can do a special attack with this, use D-pad. Which I'm going to do with this guy right now. The same button that you use to attack, you use again to either block the bad guys or to hurt the bad guys. See, I just failed that block and I only got hurt. I successfully and I went 60. You know, and this guy, let's say I wanted to shrink, so I use my special. The only sucky trophy in this game is you have to keep candy corn for the whole game. You cannot trade, even though there's so many better options. It's like you do it just to kick you in the face. That's all it's about. Other than getting hit. He gets hit and he says stupid comments that not even children might like. And then it's victory, and then I walk around talking around people until I find out what to do. Let's see what else. No, I didn't want that. Where was it? Why, if you don't know what to do, so you can actually read what you're supposed to be doing. You're just trick-or-treating houses, 3 out of 18. That's basically it. Getting in the fights. Okay? It's really easy. It sounds more complicated when I'm explaining it really fast, so that way I can get to the questions. I can let you do, like, you go to the ones that have, like, the doors are, like, lit up or something a little bit, where you can tell the ones you've been at. So I've been to that one. Hit those trash cans. It's the game where you destroy things for candy. See the light in the door window? That's the ones I haven't hit. Okay. Let's see. What do Glenn and Tara use to distract the walkers in the tunnel? That's a pretty simple one. Let's see. And if anyone's watching the broadcast and wants to answer any questions, give a shout out and I'll give you one too.
Are you reading both questions or just one?
Well, hang on, there's 2. This one only has 1.
Oh, okay.
That's why I put it down.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, yeah, I'll be reading both. There are these mixed in, so that way you have no idea what's coming up next. Okay, I'm just making sure. I like how I said if anyone wanted to play with us, they give a shout out and I'll give them a question. And one guy watching us left. That's why.
That's because he's stupid.
No, that's what happens if they don't text you first and you try to talk to them. It's like they're deer. And if they don't approach you, they run away.
So, one of the questions I put in the past because I read it by accident.
The one that you have turned around at the very back, or is that putting the ones I read right here?
I must have turned it around by accident. I don't know.
Is that Who Performs Sinking Man?
Yeah.
Go. Now it's officially in the pile spin. But I don't know why these are all screwed up though. I'm just shitting up right now. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Only 1 card, okay. Are you ready? And just an update on the broadcast. Right now, we haven't decided to argue or debate within ourselves about the show or comics, and no one's really doing it. Oh, hey, good morning, Thomas. I was just explaining what we were doing in this broadcast.
Do I jump in that thing?
Huh?
Do I jump in that thing?
No, that's where you came in. You have to go. There's 18 houses that you have to trick or treat at. I know, right? There's 18 houses to trick or treat at. Only certain ones have candy, the other ones are fights. Alright, Thomas, do you want me to explain to you what we're doing exactly? So that way you're not completely confused. Or, well, I was going to say, or think I'm crazy, but I thought about that, and that actually sounds like a compliment, so. You go the opposite way of where you're going right now. Dang it. Oh, this is a kids game called Costume Quest 2. Basically, childish Final Fantasy.
We are doing a trivia game of The Walking Dead to see who knows the most.
It wasn't supposed to start that way, but it's kind of forming into each other. I thought, hey, I'm playing a children's game. Most people probably wouldn't find the game fascinating itself. So how about I have a debate or have questions about something that has nothing to do with the game at all. So I came up with The Walking Dead, my all-time favorite show, and I don't know all about the comics, but I know quite a bit.
Read a question before I kick your ass.
Oh, come on. He just got it. He has nothing to do with that.
Hey, we're going to read a question. Actually, wait.
It was supposed to be more of the debate, but but we had no one really got into want to debate about it. So we got out our son's trivia game of The Walking Dead and decided to play it. And I announced already that if anyone wanted to participate, I would ask them a question if they know The Walking Dead at all. And this game, he's like, okay, and is this game difficult? It's pretty easy. It's basically a kid's Final Fantasy game. I basically skipped through the whole story because I have a lot of fun with the gameplay, but reading the story is stupid. But it's an easy perfection if you want a game that you can get either easy achievements or easy trophies and have fun doing it. I do the same thing with Lego games and Minecraft. I do Minecraft too, but that's more of I want to build more than I care about trophies or achievements, you know. But basically, you can feel free to ask any question you want about the game. Shout anything out if you want anything to do with our Walking Dead thing going on here too. So I like multitasking. I want to do something new here. And basically, I'm just trying to make it as fun as possible. Now, here's the question to you. In episode 1 of season 1, The Walking Dead, the little girl is in the opening is wearing what on her feet? What kind of slippers? I want to see how good your memory. Yeah. I just want to see how good your memory was.
It doesn't say bunny slippers, so does it? Does it? Okay.
Bunny slippers, right there. True or false? Judith Grimes is the second child born to Lori Grimes. If anyone got that wrong, they're just morons. Or really never seen anything on the show. Oh, you're going offline? Alright, well, give a shout out when you come back then, and I look forward to hearing back from you. Okay. Actually, I want to do something here. I want to take half the bottle, just kind of mix them out. Just so that way, because I know it's not that way, but I don't like feeling like I'm reading in order or something. Alright, man, you take care until next time I see you. I'm only doing the whole Walking Dead thing while playing a kids game thing right now, just trying to do something different to be really entertaining at a broadcast, basically. Okay, true or false? Crowley dies when Michonne decapitates him in season 3. Crowley. Or Crowley. Spell Crowley.
Okay, cover up the answer so I can read it.
Can't be going off the comics unless, hang on, look at the one comic book. Does it say seasons or anything?
No, that's from this season.
Oh, it just, it doesn't say season 3 on it, so it's talking about the show. Don't
She does decapitate a lot of people.
That's why she's awesome. You actually got it right. In episode 6, season 4, what game do Megan and David play in their apartment? Now this is one of those complicated questions because it's something you really had to have paid, a small detail you really had to have paid attention to. Yeah, I need to think. I'll honestly say I would have never gotten this right. I probably would have said something really stupid to try to be funny. And I can actually admit that. If you get it, I'll be impressed.
Those are reading the freaking thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, you kept saying them ahead of time so much that I got used to not saying them.
Oh.
That was my mistake. So here are your choices. A, chess. B, backgammon. C, Chinese checkers.
Backgammon.
Yep. I still know I would have gotten that wrong. I probably would have just said something that's not even on there just to be funny. We had 3 viewers and we chased all of them away. Where is Ed Pelletier when he gets attacked by a walker in The Walking Dead? A, fishing. B, cooking by a fire. C, in his tent. Yeah, that's the question that would make everyone's smile because it's the 2nd episode and everyone hates him, so everyone remembers how he dies exactly. Because he's one of the characters you're just hoping he dies, and when he does, you're all excited. Some people still feel bad for bad people dying because they don't believe in death, but still, it was memorable. Yeah, when Caleb did the YouTube thing, recorded with me on trying to debate comics compared to the TV show, he did it based off of one subject only, character death. He came up with some interesting points comparing it to, but then he got too much talking into the show when he's supposed to be talking about the comics. I didn't know anything about the comics, I only knew the show, and I was like, Caleb, are you expecting us to debate if we're agreeing on everything because we're talking about the same thing I'm talking about, and I don't know anything about the comics, only you do, and no one's talking about it. I'm like, this is becoming the worst debate ever. I chose to do the debate thing with this game because regardless, this game's easy enough where you don't really have to pay that much attention to, and it's just basically something to do, so when people come in, they can see us playing a game while we're doing something completely different. You know what I mean? This is something I'm trying to do. That's basically it. It's something you can try. Otherwise, if people don't like this, then if I do debates or anything, I just have to film them on a phone or a video camera and just upload them to YouTube. In the 3rd season of The Walking Dead, which character gives away the governor's ambush plan to Andrea? A, Milton, B, Shumpert, or C, Martinez?
Milton.
Guess who is the less likeliest answer?
The less likely answer? Martinez?
Yes. I just made that one up, but I just wanted to see if... I don't even remember... Shumpert was such a character that mattered so little that even me, one of the biggest fans, doesn't even remember who the fuck he was. Because he mattered that much. You can't play while you do it. It's hard, isn't it? Yeah. It's hard to think that. Why do you think I got some obvious answers wrong or misheard it, and then hoping you didn't get mad at me when I said repeat? Because I was doing the game and lack of sleep and this. But it's still fun to do. If you want, we can either keep doing this, which is basically the opposite of what I named the show, but I don't really care about that. We can keep doing this if you want, but obviously only I'm going to be able to play the multitask whether I get it wrong or not. Or we could actually have discussions about the show from where it started, from what we know about the comics, what the other person knows that the other person might not know, and have our different viewpoints, whether it turns into an argument or not, until something's seen through. At least you don't have to sit there and read and think about specific answers while you're trying to fight a bunch of kiddish bad guys that are ridiculous. You know what I mean? But it's also if you can come up before when I started this. Yeah, when I started this. I know. Okay, I'm just making sure. When I started this broadcast tonight with that title in this game, I was basically just expecting to talk about random shit like I usually do when it's just me, or talk to the game or whatever, until someone came in and actually told me they want to talk about The Walking Dead. That was my only plan. Yeah. And now it's more into us playing the trivia game, into a possible debate. Maybe we'll argue and fight, which would be exciting for the video. You know what I mean? See, that's why I don't like planning things, because you can have an idea for something and it can spiral out of control in some of the best ways, and if something happens that offends or upsets people, well, think about all the viewers. One of us might get upset, we might not, but either way, they're going to be happy. Because one thing people love, drama. They love seeing arguments. They love seeing fights as long as they're good. Unless it's a kid. You're stupid. No, you're stupider. Shit like that. Of course they're not going to care because you're an idiot. And I just use that for a lame argument because basically that's the first thing that came in my head. What are those cards for? Okay. So you want to keep doing the trivia game for now? Until you say I'm too tired, I'm going to bed. True or false? T-Dog accidentally dropped the key to Merle's handcuffs down a drain pipe. Oh my god. What are they doing to us? I feel like I am a 17-year-old and people are questioning me if I know that was it. Which star of The Walking Dead plays Al Capone in Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian? Stupid ass word.
Are you kidding me?
I know, a movie we'd never seen because I liked the first one and I didn't care enough to buy the second one.
Okay, it would be is it a guy or girl?
I was just about to Okay. A. David Morrissey. B. Andrew Lincoln. Or C. John Bernthal. Yes.
Shane's the only one
That
that
Shane's name?
That Shane, yeah.
See, when it
Shane's
comes...
the only one that I've seen on other things. I've never seen Andrew Lincoln besides Norman Reedus, John Bernthal, and the girl that plays Lori. Whatever, those are the only ones. Oh, and Maggie, but she was only on a couple of TV shows for a little bit.
Well, the funny thing is, when I first saw the show, actor and actress-wise, and I can say this because this is probably one of the very few things I know about the actors and actresses, is that Lori and Daryl were the only ones I've ever seen before the show started.
Yeah, Lincoln, I've never seen him on.
I've never seen him on anything else, and if you tell me their names, I'm never going to remember unless I'm a big fan. Like Daryl, I became a big fan of his when he came out with Without Saints. Especially that goddamn part where they accidentally shoot that cat. And then that freaking kid, they're like, what the fuck just happened? That's Norman Reedus was. And that dumb guy is like, is it dead? And his heart's beating down the wall, basically. Rather than kick out laughing, usually you're just breaking out hysterically at that part. Dicks are for chicks. Yeah, that's the best. That was like the best part of Boondock Saints, even though we're getting completely off point to freaking what we're supposed to be talking about. But I just love that part of that movie.
Love Daryl.
I wouldn't say that, but
We love Daryl.
you might.
I like him as an actor.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. He's a great actor, but how I see it is like that was like one of the greatest lines I heard in the Boondock Saints when I first found out who Norman Reedus was when that gay guy just got done having sex with a boyfriend. He just called him the word, and then he's like, I gotta go. He's like, oh, I was hoping you were gonna stay and cuddle. He looks at him, cuddle? What a fag, and he walks. That was like the best line. A gay guy calling another gay guy a fag. You can't, like, the reason why I think that's funny is because that's like the only like sexist, racist thing that I've ever heard that come out of someone's mouth and meant it that way to the same person. Like, black people do it all the time, but, you know, they do it so much that no one really cares. No offense. And from my understanding, they also pronounce it differently, so that way it's not, they say it's not like it's the racial term. I don't understand that. I stay out of that crap. How I see it is, if you're going to be that confusing, just go shoot something. You can't play.
No, I keep losing.
It doesn't matter. It's just basically something to do while I'm reading this, unless you want to take over this. Or, easier yet, we can have a debate, an actual one, talking about the show from beginning to where it left off, and what we know about the comics, and what our views are, our opinions, our thoughts, and if there's everything from what we agree on to what we don't agree on. You can even argue with me on why I love the bad guys more than the good guys. That doesn't matter. And plus, I'm using the game for some basic trophies, and tomorrow I'm debating if I should start the game over again based off of one trophy, because there's like one trophy to, I think there might be one to never go down in the game. And if so, I'll either play through and just do a second playthrough for the hell of it for the platinum, or I will just start the game over because it doesn't really bother me because I like this game. Let me see this. I'm going to check real quick on the trophies. Another thing I love about broadcasting on here is as I'm checking trophies, even though the only bad thing is I can't see what they're texting me, but at the same time, they can hear everything I say. Oh man. Because it's technically an arcade game, there's no platinum trophy. But oh well. Okay, there's that one. Some of them I'll have to look up. Tried on 5 different costumes. Collected over 4,000 candies. Found the Wolfman. Like this one, it sounds easy, but I actually have to look up a guide. I had to last time because it's a pain in the ass. Same with the solar system. Library Kids a Bust a Move. Completed all quests in the game. Okay. Used every costume special in combat. Tried every creepy treat card in combat. Restored the timeline to save Halloween. Mastered all combat techniques from Carvis. Upgraded 3 costumes. Finished the game having fought every battle with candy corn in your party. That, I'd say, is probably the hardest achievement. The only reason, you get so many different costumes throughout the game that are really good, and if you want all the trophies / achievements, you have to keep one of the superheroes, the candy corn, that does nothing but say the worst pun jokes in the world, and get hit. That's his only ability. And then collect all creepy tree cards. So there's not even a trophy for never going down. So that doesn't matter how many times you go down. It's a kid game. And I'm not saying it's a kid game as in just because it's easy. I've went down plenty of times. It's just, it doesn't matter because you're not, it always starts you off pretty much right where you left off before you went down.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter if you go down 50 times at the same spot because you're trying to think of the answers to the question. And you can just hit circle and skip all this. Just get ready to down that. Have you been using these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could switch.
Yeah, this is the special. I was showing you this before. And guess what? Candy Corn doesn't have a special because he can't do shit but sit there and be stupid. Then you have to hit Y, try to hit Y right at the meter, and then you do more damage. And then as you progress through the game, you basically just want to get see, look, worst fun ever. All I ever do is just hope to keep hitting Candy Corn and kill him. Still block so it doesn't take as much damage. But the cool thing about this compared to other RPGs, like Final Fantasy for instance, after every fight, some of the older ones were like this, where after every fight you're automatically healed and everything. And all that stuff. And then later on they got it so that way you still had the same damage when the fight was over, and you had to save your potion for either during the battle or after. And also, there's one other thing, I just didn't know if you would need it yet or not. Like, there's a special, and then there's also Creepy Tree card, which one trophy is to use one of each kind in battle. And this one is mute a minion's magic attacks. Affecting yourself. And if you're afraid you're going to lose and you really don't want to, you can run away. Bam. Done. In every battle I win, basically as long as you fight every foe you can possibly find in this game, you won't have problems later on because you'll become overpowerful for getting levels up so high. Instead of just trying to rush through the game. As long as you don't try to rush through the game and you try to fight every possible person, then you're going to be going through it pretty easily. And it only takes one playthrough to perfect this game. As long as you know what trophy guides to look up before you get there, so you know when you need to use it, so you don't. And that's only on 2 to 3 of the trophy/achievements. I always say that in my broadcast now, that even though I'm sticking to PlayStation, just in case there's people on the Xbox that are watching and wanted to play this game. Because one thing I do like, trophies and achievements, other than the difference on shape and how they work, but to earn them, other than platinums, they're exactly the same. I haven't seen one that was different. So I just won that. And I have to go and collect. And you have to. The most annoying one I think is collecting like 4,000 pieces of candy. Yeah, you basically have to hit everything. No one's home. Got on here. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue the trivia, or I can only answer the questions because they're or this or that, or you could try where we can continue taking turns, or we can actually debate and talk about the show and what our actual thoughts are, opinions, facts, fiction, all that stuff, you know, instead of just figuring out who knows more about what. Sometimes it's fun to do stuff like that, and other times it's just fun to just see the differences, and as well as knowledge. Like, when you see, and on these kind of games, when you see monsters walking back and forth, if you sneak up on them and hit them, they start with a little bit of damage, and you always need to attack them. And when you see the red guy there, I always use this on the red guy because of the fact he just uses the D-pad to choose what character on the other side. The red guys are usually the ones that can do magic. So they usually end up being more of a pain in the ass than anyone else. But I want to make a quick game, like, so we can take turns and everything. If playing this game that you don't really get, or you're too tired, or this or that, get, I can multitask and everything. I might not always be good at it, but I'm still good. Clown, I do like his ability a lot, because his special ability is kick you up, and I set the wrong buttons. Oh sure, I saved the freaking guy. So usually with the clown, because if your special's all the way up, and you don't use it for a battle, it won't go away until you actually use it, and it'll start building up after every step. So usually if I'm not like getting close enough where I need help, I'll save the clown special until I, because there's like certain trophies and achievements of doing specials and stuff like that so many times. But from my experience, from what I remember, either way, you're gonna be using enough time, regardless. It's just gonna happen. Nah, you just got poison. What was my other card here? Minions attack, damage, and stuff. Like, when I perfected this game on the Xbox, I didn't even use the tree card until, like, towards the very end. Or I would, like, randomly throw it out if I had all 3 cards, because then I couldn't collect it more or something. Because each character can hold the 3 cards, but they should all share. I'm pretty sure I'm going to double check here. Go to the cards, there's 2, yep, they share. So, this guy uses one of the cards, and the other guy's not going to be able to use the card too. The trophy where you have to use the candy corn, it's a good and a bad thing. It makes the game a little bit harder because of the fact you always have one person who can't do anything, and if the other 2 get knocked out, well, you're fucked, and you automatically lose because things like that. The pro on it is that the computer bad guys go after the candy corn more than the other 2 guys, you have the upper hand because that's the most use he has. Look, he's almost dead right now, and guess what? I can do this very last because he's a bitch. I'm hoping to kill him so that way I have more time to annihilate him. Well, if he dies in here and everything, and plus he kind of deserves to die with a stupid punch. But anyways, at the end of the match, he's back to life and at full health. He really doesn't. That's why I like playing these kind of games. Yeah, I like playing Factions, but I also like playing kid games from time to time so I can play a game that I don't have to sit there and try my ass off or this or that, or I can play like I'm a god because of the fact that I'm overly skilled for it and I can just relax. Or I can freaking or I can concentrate, like, as I'm relaxing, if there's like, damn it, or if there's, where is it? Oh, hands right here. Or if there's, like, a lot of people chatting with me, I don't actually have to pay much attention to the game, where I can actually do more talking than and playing at the same time without even realizing it. Now, while I'm taking her out real quick, I want you to hit the circle button fast and as many times as you can, because there's a trophy for honking my horn 100 times. That way it gives me a head start. It's really stupid, really annoying. You'll probably go to sleep with that sound in your head, but at least I get a trophy. Now that I left the camera, look how black it is. Like that. The only time I'm going to put you on a leash is when I take you out to the bathroom when you need to pee, when you can't be outside very long, okay? Come here. I just want you to know that. And every time you can go outside and run all around and not be leashed and have fun and all this and that, you better enjoy it. Because once we move, you can never be outside without a leash. You'll be restrained every time. I'm not getting a ticket. Really annoying, isn't it? You done? Oh, good girl. Yeah, you are. You didn't even fight me to come back inside. You just came right in after you just got done. But now you're gonna hate me because you're going back in the kennel, because guess what? Bedtime still. At least she's doing better without having to have a blanket. That is a pro. Like, before, she would bark and whine and wouldn't go to sleep unless you put a blanket over it. Now we don't have to have a blanket, and she does the same thing as if the blanket was there.
Oh.
Yeah. She didn't even hardly play me the last time I put her in there. Freaking, I had to sit there and pick her up off her feet and put her in the kennel because she literally made it impossible for me to get her in there. She always kept finding a way to slip at least enough of her body out to stop the gate. She's getting too clever for this, and I'm not liking it. Yeah, you hear me. You understand. I know, I don't like you in the kennel either, but you have to be fully potty trained. That's why when we move, I'm taking you to a dog trainer. So you can learn faster, and we don't have to do this forever. Because it saddens me too. I'll be more than you just don't realize it. Because I want to cuddle with you. And you want to bite me. See the problem? What? It's the truth. All I want to do is cuddle. She's basically the guy that always wants to bite and try to be kinky. It's not working. No. Okay, do you actually want to talk and do this until the trophy pops up, or do you want to stop? That's awesome. Why? Because whenever I look at this game, I'll look at the very first trophy you ever earned on PlayStation. Never earned one. Damn it. Alright, never mind. Oh yeah, that was supposed to be like the one game you were going to perfect for me, and then when I threw on the main game, oh, guess what? There's still favors to do, there's still collectibles, and then the gold awards, of course, which I still need your help with before it moves. So I have to wait like forever to try to get that trophy, because that's the only thing that's stopping it from perfection. That's the only one I can't do myself. Mainly because I'm just not that patient, and I get frustrated with it. But, which maybe if you're filling up to it tomorrow, you can do it for me if you want to. I'll get all the collectibles. I'll even do the pain in the ass trophies of the DLC. I don't mind that. It's just that 30 award one on the main game, on the main missions, because every time I tell myself, okay, be careful, aim good, so my score goes up. Oops, I shot him in the leg. Oops, I hit a car. And then every single time that happens, it's always, goddamn motherfucker! Until I finally get so pissed, I start making up swear words, calling random people donkey raiders. Sweet 1,000 chips. Go on, honk that. Wow, I read that completely wrong. I read the bottom part, then the top part, when it was the other way around. My first trophy in this game, and my beautiful girlfriend got it for me. Or my beautiful fiancée. Or my beautiful wife. Now you have no idea what she is. And not only that, but you believe this is a rare trophy to get? I'm guessing the only reason, because it says how it compares the majority of people on PlayStation to what trophies are the most common on each game to what's the most rare.
1,000 times. You said you only had to do it 100 times.
I thought it was 100, but apparently I'm really fucked.
Well, that's probably why, because it's hard to do. People probably don't want to.
They probably just they're not a perfectionist, like, they're not perfectionists like me, where it will bug me forever if I can't get a trophy and I won't feel good enough, or how good it feels to have every single trophy or achievement for a game and have 100% it. So like this one is, story based. You can't miss it, so obviously it's gonna be common. I think this is actually pretty interesting.
Bedtime.
I always thought this was interesting that they always compare most trophies that people get from the overall people that play the game, and if most of them aren't adults, most of these trophies are rare when most of them aren't that hard. There's like 2 or 3 of them that are. This one seems like the hardest one people can't seem to get, and all you have to do is keep throwing out random cards you get throughout the game. You buy cards with candy every time you see it, and then use it. I don't get why that's tough for people, but whatever. At least I'll get a trophy that tells everyone else that it's rare. So it makes me love them. The other thing I like is that the more trophies you get, or perfections and stuff, your count levels up. I like it because it's different from all the years on the Xbox, where on the 360 it was better because you had a perfectionist. So you could see exactly how many 100% you got, other than just your overall score, and then your list of games, achievements. And then when they came out with the Xbox One, they got rid of the whole freaking perfectionist. So you can't freaking know at all how many 100% you got. Bedtime. And I look god awful. No, I don't care about that. What I think is funny is I'm calling myself the devil at the bottom of the screen, and right now my skin looks like it's red.
Looks like you're jacking off too.
Oh, sweet. I would be sitting here laughing hysterically if someone actually thought that. Why is there blue light on your dick? You know what? I knew I left that somewhere. Now I'm getting out of this, so I'm just changing this gay Superman. Because at least I'm not a fat clown.
Lay down.
I found you! Now go away. You know what's really bad? When a negative person that wants an easy perfection plays a kid game and is negative to all the kids in the game. This is the guy you buy cards from. His name is Shady. Guess why? And for 20, I can buy a map. Can't remember what the map does. Let's see. Get a lay of the land and track trick-or-treat doors, costume pieces, and secrets. Definitely worth it. And I'm gonna buy Sackboy. Whoa. This is the second time this has happened. They have a DLC on the PlayStation version. They never had it on the Xbox. Like in Saints Row 4, the PlayStation version, you can wear a freaking